Hi, this is Erling.
And this is Judy with Travel Trail Sail. Today we are at Pocahontas State Park, Virginia's largest state park, located near Richmond, Virginia. So we're enjoying a great stay here at Pocahontas State Park. It's a huge park. It is Virginia's largest state park with about 8,000 acres to enjoy.
A big state park.
It is. It's a lot of park. It is also Virginia's most attended park. In 2019, over 950,000 people visited this park. So it is a busy park. It's a very popular park, but with 8,000 acres, there's plenty of room to spread out.
It didn't feel crowded. There's a lot going on.
Absolutely.
Now, Pocahontas was founded in 1946. This is actually the site of a CCC campsite. The CCC was the Civilian Conservation Corps, and if you don't know what that is, back during the Great Depression, there were a lot of people who did not have jobs and were going hungry. That program was founded to give people a chance to get some job training, and it was almost run like the Army. They would come into camps, they would have projects assigned to them, and even though that program, the CCC, ended at the start of World War II, if you've traveled around the U.S., you've probably seen something that they created. Campgrounds, trails, dams, just all kinds of amazing things that they built, and that's the legacy of the CCC, are things like this great campground.
On the park, there is a CCC museum you can visit, which really does a great job of giving you the history of the CCC and just all the amount of work that went into building parks such as this one.
It's not open every day, but it was open this weekend, and they have an interpreter there, a volunteer, who can tell you as much as you want to know about the CCC, and some real nice exhibits as well.
As I mentioned, a lot of people come here. It's a very popular park. Lots to do though. If you are into hiking, biking, or horseback riding, there are about 100 miles of trails here for you.
That's a lot of trails.
It's a lot of trails, and I would say mountain biking is huge here. It's very popular. Lots of mountain biking trails to choose from all levels. They have easy trails, moderate, difficult, and then your very difficult, which, that would be for people who are really, really skilled at mountain biking.
We brought our bikes along. We tried a moderate trail, and definitely some hill climbing involved in that, but we saw people practicing, a team that was here practicing for the more difficult trails, and they were riding their bikes up obstacles and doing jumps and things, and I think the moderate was pretty good for us.
That was good. In addition, there's a large amphitheater here that this summer season they have lots of concerts coming up. Some are free, some are you have to pay for, but a wide variety, like from the Richmond Symphony to a Beatles themed concert to a Led Zeppelin themed concert to Latin ballet. So that's really neat. Just a wide variety. The park also offers tons, like literally hundreds of interpretive programs throughout the year. They gave us a schedule of all the events for just this month, and I mean, there's something going on every day, and it seems like every hour.
There was at least 3 or 4 different programs every day. Ranger-led programs, nature talks, hikes, crafts you could try, archery, you name it. If you want to learn something and have some fun doing it, there is something going on every day here at Pocahontas.
Yeah, and the park has 3 lakes, so if you like kayaking or canoeing, you can bring your own. There is a small boat ramp, but they also have canoes and kayaks and paddle boats for rent, which is really nice.
It's a sheltered creek, So when you put your canoe or kayak in, if you're not real familiar with kayaking, this is maybe a really good place to try it, because it seemed like it was wide enough to enjoy, but pretty sheltered, so you're not going to have a lot of wind or other things.
Or currents to have to deal with. Yeah, so that's really nice. And then the other thing I want to highlight from the park is they do have this very large pool kind of water park area that has slides and a splash area, and it's huge.
It's really nice.
It is very nice. Unfortunately, it was closed last summer because of COVID. It is closed this summer for renovations, but it should be up and running next summer, and I'm sure it's going to be a very popular area because it's a great place to beat the heat when you're in Virginia.
Water slides and splash areas, and it just looks like a fantastic place to come and enjoy a day.
Absolutely.
Now, Pocahontas does have a really nice campground. There's over 120 sites. I think it's 129, and sites of every different kind. Back in, pull through. A lot of ones are gravel. There's some that are paved. As you first come in, there's the original older loop. It's 30 amp electric plus water. Again, there are some pull-through and some back-end sites. It's a pretty shaded area there. So most of the sites are really nice. A few you might want to watch out for, so do your research before you book. I think about half the sites are reserved and half are first come, first serve. And then as you come to the second loop, there's actually a little camp store, which is kind of nice. And then a second loop of sites. Might be a little newer because it does have 50 amp plus water, but again, pull-throughs and back-ends. We're on site 72. It is a paved pull-through site with 50 amp. It's really nice. Huge side pad, and I know this isn't the only nice site here. There's a lot of others. There's some right by the playground. So there's a playground in this loop, and you could camp there and literally walk across the road to the playground. And among the sites that you'll find are buddy sites, and they have 3 campsites right next to each other, grouped together. They can only be booked as groups, and so if you were coming as a group, you could gather up in one of the buddy sites. It looks like a great way to have a gathering of 3 campers, and sometimes you'll find other sites really close, so you could even have a larger group if you wanted and book a group of sites together. But several places throughout the campground there are buddy sites, so that's pretty neat.
So on our website we'll go into a little bit more detail of the buddy sites and some of the other sites that look like really nice sites that you'd want to try and check out and maybe reserve in advance. Again, we're at site 72, which is really nice, but there are other ones, and we'll share that with you on our website, so check that out.
If you don't have a camper, there are 3 yurts, and those are back in the woods, so kind of shaded and nice. There are some small camping cabins. And then, while this isn't in the campground itself, in July of 2021, Pocahontas is opening up 5 new camping cabins. These are in a separate area, so several miles away from the campground. But boy, do they look nice.
Oh man, really, really nice. Like the nicest cabins I've ever seen in a state park.
Yeah, so 4 of them will have 4 bedrooms. 1 will have 6. They have a fireplace, kitchen, dining room, all those kind of things. A nice porch to sit out on with rocking chairs, a kind of a peek of view of the water in the summer when the leaves are out. Come in the fall and you probably have a great view of the lake. Really nice. So that's coming in July 2021.
Yeah, those look so amazing, and they are in a very secluded area of the park. So if you're looking to kind of get away from all the hustle bustle, or you just really want the kind of more peace and quiet, that's a great option.
So there's a ton to do right here in the state park. I don't think you could get bored here, but if you did want to go sightseeing, we're pretty close to Richmond, right?
Yeah, so we're about 15 miles from Richmond, which is the capital of Virginia. So it's a good-sized city, lots to do there. You got lots of museums, lots of great restaurants, shopping. You can visit the Capitol building, all kinds of things to do within an easy drive from this great park. So you could camp here, kind of have this as your home base, and visit the city and do those attractions too, while also enjoying this beautiful park. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
thanks for joining us on our tour of Pocahontas State Park. Hope that you found it helpful and informative. If you did, please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. We'd love to have you join us on our journey. Of course, you can find out more information about our travels, RV camping tips, things like that, gear reviews on our website at traveltrailsail.com. So thanks again for joining us, and we hope to see you in a campground real soon.
Thanks, and see you next time.